What's up, Taiwan? I'm Erika Liu with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. There's been a surprising development in Taiwan's ongoing presidential race. Ko Wen-je, candidate for the Taiwan People's Party, usually considered the third force in a two-party system, has taken the lead in a recent poll. Bing Wang has the details.
Just under 7 months to go until Taiwan's presidential elections, and campaigning has begun heating up. But there's been an unexpected twist. According to a recent poll, Ko Wen-je, candidate for the Taiwan's People's Party, is now the presidential frontrunner. The poll from local media outlet TVBS found that 33% of people surveyed supported the former Taipei city mayor in his run for the presidency. The findings show Vice President Lai Ching-te, the candidate for the ruling Democratic Progressive Party, or DPP, coming in second with 30%, while Hou Yi of the main opposition Kuomintang, or KMT, is trailing at 23%. The Taiwan People's Party is usually considered a third-force party. It was only formed in 2019 and says it provides middle ground between the two main political rivals. On the campaign trail, Ko has been actively engaging in grassroots communities and participating in charity badminton matches. He says strengthening Taiwan's healthcare system is one of his top priorities. The DPP's Lai has been leading in other recent polls, but he's acknowledged his waning support in southern Taiwan and that a series of recent sexual abuse scandals have damaged his party's image.
民进党目前的确是比较逆风啦，不过我们严肃面对，采取高标准来处理每一个事件。我们希望能够重新得到社会的谅解，以及得到社会的支持。
Meanwhile, the KMT's Hou has continued to focus his attacks on the ruling party. He says the DPP has not taken proper care of the country's public sector workers or its military personnel.
民进党在执政的过程当中，利用媒体铺天盖地的说了一句话：“军公教都是米虫，只要我当选总统，让他拨乱反正。”
7 months is a long time in the presidential campaign, and a lot of things can change between now and January. But the Taiwan People's Party's uptick in support will come as a surprise to many, especially those who assumed this would be a two-party race. Annie Shi, Bing Wang for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen has met with a visiting delegation of Polish lawmakers. Tsai thanked the visitors for their country's friendship.
这几年来，台湾和波兰不只是共同对抗疫情。 在去年乌俄战争爆发之后，我们也一起面对威权主义扩张的挑战。我们也期待台湾和波兰在各领域不断的深化伙伴关系。
A group of Italian lawmakers is also visiting Taiwan. It's the first delegation from Italy since the new government took office there last year. The meeting comes after Taiwan said it would open a representative office in Milan. Taiwan's Foreign Minister Joseph Wu also visited Italian parliamentarians on Saturday during his visit to the country. One of Taiwan's top defense think tanks will take part in tabletop war games in Tokyo next month. They'll be joined by Japanese and American counterparts. This will be the first time the Institute for National Defense and Security Research will take part in the war games, which will simulate a war with China. The Japan Forum for Strategic Studies is acting as host and organizer. But the Taiwanese think tank told TaiwanPlus they were not sure which institute from the U.S. will take part in the exercise. This comes as Taiwan is preparing to conduct its largest ever live-fire military drills, the Hangguang exercises, at the end of July. Juneteenth is a U.S. holiday commemorating the emancipation of enslaved people after the country's civil war. So why is the holiday being celebrated in Taiwan? Bing Wang finds out.
A feast for Juneteenth. Hundreds gather in this Taipei restaurant to mark the anniversary of the end of slavery in the United States. While Juneteenth is an American holiday, it's the second year in a row that June 19th is commemorated here in Taiwan.
We're celebrating Juneteenth today because it's a celebration of freedom. We are here to talk about our experiences as Black people and to remember our history, what it took for us to get the freedoms that we have today.
Though the emancipation of enslaved peoples was proclaimed 2 years earlier, it was only on June 19, 1865, that generals arrived in Galveston, Texas, with the news effectively ending the slavery of African Americans in the U.S. and leading to what is now known as Juneteenth, or Freedom Day. There are around 2,000 people of African descent here in Taiwan. Many of them are from America, where they face discrimination in their home country and are subjected to racism here in Taiwan as well. People hope that this gathering will help raise awareness among the Taiwanese people of the issues they face. The event was jam-packed with performances such as singing, dancing, and even spoken word.
So looking for other Black students to make friends with, so an event like this really, makes me feel like a sense of home and belonging.
It hasn't been easy for African Americans or Black people to settle in Taiwan, where they have also faced discrimination.
Sometimes I get some weird stares and I have no idea why they're staring. I just tell myself like, oh, they must think I'm pretty. Sometimes I get people touching my hair, and that can be a little frustrating because that is my personal space.
But there was a mixed crowd at the Juneteenth event, with many Taiwanese in attendance, looking to build a sense of community.
We each do our own little bit to help commemorate and remember and learn and try to apply the collective wisdom, the collective feelings that we share and learn in this event, and pay it forward.
3, 2, 1, head up. Exhale, 8, 7.
Part of paying it forward, the event also conducted a collective breathing exercise, where participants were reminded that regardless of race or nationality, they formed a community, and freedom is a universal human right. Klein Wong and Bing Wong for TaiwanPlus.
Central Taiwan's Nantou City has decided to downsize its government as its population is declining rapidly. It'll be closing some offices and shrinking staff, but says all employees will be taken care of. The number of Nantou residents has dipped below 100,000 for 3 years straight, with only 420 babies born there last year. To encourage people to have more kids, the city is increasing its childbirth subsidies to almost $1,000, but residents think that's not enough to cover rising childcare and education costs. June 19th is Organ Donation Day in Taiwan. The Taiwan Organ Registry and Sharing Center is encouraging more people to sign up to give others the gift of life. Erika Liu reports.
Mrs. Chen lost her son in a car accident at the age of 22. After some emotional struggle, she decided to allow his organs, including his heart and liver, to be used for transplants. Before she did, she sought his consent from the afterlife.
Mama, 帮你做器官捐赠，让别的人重生，你愿意吗？我现在用钱币，直杯，你愿意？他给我3个圣杯。
June 19th is Organ Donation Day in Taiwan. There are over 10,000 people in the country waiting for an organ transplant, mostly needing a kidney. But the rate of organ donation slowed during the pandemic. And in Taiwan, as in a number of Asian countries, there is some cultural resistance to donating organs. This has to do with traditional or religious views that a body should be intact for burial. On this last part, doctors at Taipei Medical University hope potential donors and their families will accept an alternative solution. That is, replacing a donor's donated organs with cosmetic 3D printed ones.
尤其是外观，然后所以我们有几个抚慰家属心灵、遗族心灵一些方式。皮肤革革的话，我们是特别跟家属讲，是说，在捐出来的部分，我们会用它其实看不到的。
They hope these steps will help convince more people to donate organs and help more people in need. Klein Wong, Sam Hui, and Eric Gao for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with images of cats and dogs rescued from a devastating flood in southern Ukraine last week, now living in a shelter in Kyiv. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.